Well, it turns out that the visible light spectrum is between about 400 nanometers and about 680 nanometers. When you get beyond 700 nanometers, you get into the infrared spectrum. And that's where our device centers. We're looking at infrared coming off people's bodies.
And that's because that's not like where we see those films of, you know, like a body inside a house or something. This is looking in black and white. I know because I had it done before, and I don't even have to Medicare that. That was just totally an assessment available on the spot. So you're looking at the tear film that most of us don't even think about, but it's that layer of film that gets distributed each time we blink. So what's the problem with tear film that you needed to address here?
The tear film actually keeps the eye healthy, and about 15% of people have tear film problems. And what it means is their eye becomes unhealthy. And the problem is it's actually designed so that you can't see it.
Which is good from this side of it.
That's right. So, but from a clinician's point of view, what you can't see, you can't actually diagnose. The problem with that is that what you can't diagnose, you can't treat. And if you can't treat it, you can't monitor that treatment either if you're guessing at what the treatment is. So this is actually going to revolutionise that treatment and monitoring of the treatment and help an enormous number of people.
So because looking at it in the infrared, what was invisible suddenly becomes visible.
You can see
that's, yeah. And I love this, you had this terrible experience with your first testing of your idea and product because you could not see
a difference.
You couldn't see a difference with it. And what was the problem there?
The problem was that initially we were testing it on me. And it turns out that I have a super tear film. I can keep my eyes open forever. So we're doing these dreadful things like blowing air onto our eyes, like, what's happening? We even sat in a cold room with a cold incubator blowing onto my eyes. Nothing was changing. And in fact, if we put teardrops into my eyes, it actually destroyed my tear film. But then as time went on, we actually started to look at people who had poor tear films. And immediately it was obvious. We really have something which can help these people.
Yeah, and you were just distracted by your own superpower that you realised how profoundly useful. It's such a great story now. So one of the reasons this is important, you've mentioned that a proportion of adults have it, but also with our mobile devices, this is becoming a bit of an issue for kids as well.
That's right. They've just done a study in Japan, and for the first time, children, 25% of children in Japan have this condition called dry eye. And it occurs mainly because they're spending all their time staring at devices. This is anecdotally in Australia. We're also seeing that from our clinicians in Australia.
And what is this round of funding going to enable you to do with the technology?
This round of funding is going to help us build a number of devices, get them into the hands of key opinion leaders so they can test it and give us feedback. It's also going to enable us to get our device through regulatory affairs. Firstly in Australia, then Europe and the USA.
And it's fantastic. I did have the test. Low-grade tear is my diagnosis. I didn't take that personally. Hence glasses, not contact lenses. But congratulations. It's terrific to hear about the work that you're doing and well done on getting this.
Thank you very much.